Hi, this is Kelsey for my first video diary for Media Industries. I'm not used to being on camera, so we're gonna see how this goes. For my first video, I want to talk about funding for the CBC and public broadcasting in general. I found an interesting little fact while doing a reading for another class, my public broadcasting class. And the textbook for that class is called Canada Lives Here, The Case for Public Broadcasting by Wade Rowland. And just in the introduction chapter, it talks about funding for public broadcasters. It talks about a couple from the European Union. In the European Union, where programs produced by national public broadcasters regularly dominate top 10 popularity charts. So public funding ranges from 180 per capita in Norway, $124 per capita in Germany, $97 in the UK, and the lowest in the European Union is $38 per citizen in Italy. Now, guess how much funding the CBC gets? The CBC gets $28 per capita. That's $10 lower than the lowest in the European Union. The problem with this, I think, is that it's going to create, if it hasn't already created, a vicious spiraling effect where, the less funding they have, the less good quality shows they're going to be able to make. They won't be able to make shows on the scale of, say, Breaking Bad or Game of Thrones, and it only helps perpetuate to the stigma that Canadian content is shitty. Sorry for the language, but that's how a lot of people see Canadian content. They just think it's not worth their time. And, the less interest and enthusiasm there is in Canadian content, the less funding there's going to be for it. The less funding there's going to be, the less quality there's going to be in it. The less enthusiasm, less funding, less quality, goes on until it's going to be pretty easy for a government party to convince the majority of Canadians that we don't need the CBC. A lot of people don't understand that they prefer American content because it's good, it's entertaining, but I don't think a lot of people take the time to stop and think that, cutting out Canadian content is cutting out Canadian jobs. And, I think scrapping the CBC would do that, and I think that would be very unfortunate, personally. That's all I have to say for this week. I think this went okay. Alright, thanks.